Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on whatever part of the world you're in. This is Gorgo 2005, welcoming each one of you to the channel today. We are going to be doing some post-season stuff, some goodies regarding my number one main team, the Finneytown Flames, here located in beautiful downtown Finneytown, which isn't really a town, but actually a school district, but that's another story altogether. Okay, but the Flames are going to be cooking today, and they're looking to get a further long run in their playoffs than they had last season back in Iron. We are in the Bronze League this year, so we will look at them here in just a very short bit. And depending on how the flow of things go today, partly whether it's playoff stuff or other things that that happen during a typical stream, we may take a look at least one, perhaps both of the other teams, just to see how they're doing, regardless of my ghost shipping them. Maybe open a pack or two or three. It's going to be wide open today. But one thing you can definitely depend on at the end of the stream today, at very, very close to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to have a drawing for 25 standard packs for Perfect Team 24. And that is courtesy of our good friends at Out of the Park Baseball, or Out of the Park Developments. They have given me 25 packs to give away each week, and it's my pleasure to be able to do so, and as such give back to the community that helps feed this great game that we all love. So anyway, I'm bushed. It's been kind of a long day, and any of you that have kids and you had all your energies tied up in your kids today, like if they observe certain familial traditions of hiding baskets and chasing after baskets and filling up on candy and otherwise ruining their teeth and their diets and whatever else. That's another story. But we had a fantastic family get together yesterday that necessitated me moving my stream time from noon to 2 to 7 to 9 p.m. last night. So this coming Saturday, we will be back at our regular noon to 2 schedule, but yesterday was so much fun. So we had 5 of the 8 grandkids, 3 of the 4 daughters. There was one family that was unable to come because they've got some other obligations up north where they live. They're the ones that live an hour west of Toledo, but still within the state of Ohio. Like if you go north, you're in Michigan. You go west, you're in Indiana. So they needed to stay home for some other family-related things going on up there, and we were hoping to be able to get to see them sometime, at least virtually, sometime over the course of today. But they're also very busy right now tending to those same said family matters. So it would be an intrusion for me to try to get into the middle of that. But that's another story, and we won't go there. But anyway, thanks for showing up today. We have us a whole 35, 36. No, down to 33 folks in chat that are joining us up today. But we are going to take a look at my main team here, the Flames, and follow them through their playoff run and see how, because they just had their first sim of their latest series that just started. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what's cooking with those guys. Okay, so here we go. I've got me 4 tournament spots spammed up, and the furthest back of these two, the 46 and the 47 tournaments, are currently in finals. Okay, and I think if I have my numbers straightened out the way I think I have them straightened out, I believe that both finals are either tied 1-1, or it's kind of hard to say. I don't know about this 47. It might be getting ready to be tied 1-1, or it may already be tied 1-1 in the final. But I'm fairly certain that this has to be a 1-1 final up here in this one. And that's because I was down 1-0, and take a look. I just won the second final. I just won the second final. So I took that one. and I'm in the process of either getting 1 pack or 3 packs back here in this number 46 tournament, because I'm positive that that is tied up 1-1, and let's confirm it by going in to look. Then we'll come out and spam another tournament, and we will go in to see what my Flames are up to in their playoff push. And yes, we are looking at a game 3, and you can see the team that I'm playing here. You know, a very, very cute name. Very, very cute name, but it's one that I probably should not repeat over the air, because we do like to keep this a little bit family friendly. So I'll let you read in the silence of your own mind the team that I'm playing here. The winner of this game coming up will walk home with 3 standard packs, and the loser takes 1 standard pack. And we're only, a little less than 6 minutes away from that next and final simulation in that series. So in the meantime, while we're waiting on that to happen, let's come out here, and we're going to pop another tournament into the slot. That's one of the beautiful things about Perfect Team Plus, is that I do have an extra slot that I can use to run tournaments. Instead of just the usual 3, I can run 4. Instead of just 2 perfect drafts I can run at the same time, I can run 3. Very, very nice set of benefits that go along with Perfect Team Plus. And it looks like, I'm trying to think here, how many? I believe that I've already picked up 11 packs today. I started the day with 18, and we're all the way up to 29. That's telling me that, including the packs I'm going to get either 1 or 3 out of this number 46 tournament, I may be looking at opening packs today, even though I only did it as recently as yesterday, because I've got a nice little pile of packs here, and I can probably stand to improve my team, even as good or as strong as they stand right now. I can improve on them before my silver season, my very first silver season in Perfect Team 24, commences tomorrow morning. See, I was able to make an improvement on my team after yesterday's stream in time for them to go into playoffs today. Very early this morning, say about 6:30, I was up with the roosters, so to speak. We don't have any roosters in this residential neighborhood, but anyway, I was up at a little after 6 this morning, and I managed to finish another one of the level 2 live missions, and I picked up another player for another diamond player, I should say, for my lineup just in time before the playoffs started. And after the playoffs start, then I'm not allowed to make any more roster moves. So that's what I was looking at then, and here's what I'm looking at now. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how I did in my very, very first sim of this second series of my postseason. Because we started out in the number 1 seed in our entire conference, and now we are in the conference finals, and I took it on the chin, losing 5-1 to the Mississauga Leaf Tours. Okay, they were the 2nd seed in the conference. I was the top seed, they were the 2nd seed. Here's how we ended up our season. I had an extremely hot Saturday. I went 23-6 over the course of yesterday's action. That propelled me all the way up to the top seed in the entire conference. I'm over here on the left side of the table, over here in the AC, in the American Conference. I ended up with a 102-60 record that, like I said, put me in the top seed for everything here in the conference. So I do have home field advantage throughout, though the home field advantage did not help me much in the first game of our conference final, because I ended up losing at home to the same said Mississauga Leaf Tours, who were the 2nd seed in the conference. Now, since the top 8 teams in the entire league get promoted to silver, by virtue of the fact that I earned a playoff bye and Mississauga also earned a playoff bye, we are automatically set up for promotion up to silver starting first thing tomorrow morning. About 10 a.m. Eastern time is when the season begins. The first sim doesn't come in though until 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So my main aim going into playoffs, because I had the division sewed up fairly early. My main aim was to end up in a playoff bye position, and as such, to assure myself of automatic promotion to silver starting tomorrow. And since again, only the top 8 teams get promoted, so here we are. Okay, and nobody talking in chat yet. We're up to 54 people in chat now, which is a cool thing. But and we are up to 800 and I gotta think now. No. We are up to 951 followers now. 951 followers now, and the most recent one was M Alberts 20. MALBERTS20, who followed me much earlier in the day today. So M Alberts 20, thank you for your follow on the channel. You're number 951 as we inch our way upwards to that magic 1K number. Excuse me. So anyway, you heard the alarm. That means we have ad break number 1 coming up, and we will interrupt our proceedings here in Perfect Team 24 and take about a minute or so to hear from our sponsors. So please stay tuned while we take about a 1-minute break. Okay, hang on, please. Okay, gang, we are back. So let's continue our look here. It's kind of sad to see that Allen's Wolfpack, who was statistically tied for the second seed, though they lost on the first and only tiebreaker that was needed, and that was head-to-head with Mississauga. Mississauga had the season lead on them, and take a look. I just picked up another 3 packs. We're definitely opening packs today. So yeah, that means I've picked up 14 new packs today. I started the day with 18. We are going to be opening packs here in just a little bit to see what we can do to help our team, or help my team, get over the hump in silver starting first thing tomorrow morning. So we already have 2 tournament wins under our belt. Let me jump out of here and we'll go back out there and spam another bronze double elimination with a best of 3 final and 16 teams in each one of these. So right there, oops, I gotta wait for the next one to fill up. So I'll keep on chatting for a moment or 2 or 3 while we wait on that to open up. But anyway, you saw how we're looking, and we're definitely going to open packs today since we're all the way up to 32. If I save these packs for Wednesday, I'm going to have over 100, and that's way too many at this early stage in the proceedings for me to have to open up all at once. So we are going to go ahead and open 32 of these babies today, and start accumulating again, because I think the official channel will be picking up something tonight. I believe that either DishNet or Rich will be streaming sometime this evening. At least it's on the Twitch schedule. That OOTP's official channel will be on the agenda for later on today. So anybody that doesn't have all of your official drops in, that is your official channel drops in, you can pick them up, say, later on tonight. And if you are missing your affiliate drops, you can fill them over the course of my stream, or the one that I intend to raid after we're done, and that would be that held by the estimable EVC in NYC2. Okay, Could I show rosters? I'll be more than glad to there, Ned named. Okay. Admiral Entropy. What's Perfect Team Plus? I'll show you here in just a moment. Perfect Team Plus is a benefit that you can buy for yourself for the mere amount of $6.99 per month. With you throwing tax in there, it can round up to upwards of $8. I mean, like it's $7, between $7.50 and $8, depending on your personal where you're located, what the tax situation is like there, but what your sales tax is. I know that some people are a little on the higher side, some people on the lower side. For me, it rounds to $8 a month, and I'm able to do that fairly easily. So let's go in. Once I think I can spam another tournament now, and I can. Okay, there we go. So we got that one filled up. So I've been in 2 tournaments running, and I've got a gap of 22 from my longest one now to where I just started one up. So here, let's go in and take a look. We'll look at my roster, and okay, we can show rosters of on both teams that are in this final here, this conference final. And I think, oh my, I just took a Game 2 loss. Mississauga, I think, loaded up for bear on me. Their Tanana beat my Tanana. Ugh. And my Frank had been having a decent season. So yeah, they have Frank Tanana, I have Frank Tanana. Both of them mission rewards. So theirs happened to take this the Game 2 sim by a score of 9-2. They're beating up on me, so I'm beginning to wonder if I know I've already got promotion tied up. That's not an issue. I was kind of hoping early on to try to get myself my first World Series trophy of the game cycle, where back in Perfect Team 23, it took me almost the entire live game cycle in all of OOTP 23. It took me almost the entire cycle to get my first goal of my first World Series trophy on this team. My third team, the one that ended up being a theme team, they had 3 World Series trophies. But these guys here, they had to wait until their very last full week of action, and they finally earned a World Series trophy. It wasn't in diamond, it was in gold that pushed us right back up to diamond. But I haven't been doing much with that team ever since Perfect Team 24 started, because this is a grind. Perfect Team 24 with Perfect Team Plus makes it into a little bit more of a grind than it would have otherwise been. Now, you see here where I am, up here just to the left of the Submit Team button up here in the upper right of your screen. It says that I'm a Perfect Team Plus member. That's signified by this plus logo here, which is replicated down here in my achievements, because one of the benefits of Perfect Team Plus is I get a 1.5 multiplier on all of my achievement points. My perfect points are increased by 50% on top of what I would have already gotten had I not been a Perfect Team Plus member. Okay? And here's what it is. Let's take a look at it, and we'll show you the benefits of Perfect Team Plus. Then we'll take a look at the rosters, okay? For $6.99 per month, it buys you a 30-day membership, and you can get it right now. I could get myself another 30-day membership right now, and the only thing that 30 days does is that it extends my subscription. If I got it right now, this 13 up here would read 43 instead. It does not apply to the multipliers in here, like the 5% bonus or the 1.5 times in-game achievement multiplier. Those don't increase upon each other. They are one-timers within the bonus structure. Then, like I can't go any higher than 1.5x on my perfect point achievement multiplier. I can't go higher than a 5% bonus on all perfect point purchases under $99. And that 5% bonus is offered to you in the form of extra perfect points. You get 5% more perfect points for your money if you have sorry about that. A perfect team or perfect point purchase. Say that 5 times real fast. perfect point purchase under $99, you get a 5% perfect point bonus on top of whatever you're paying for. You get 5% more perfect points. On any purchases that are over 99, or that is 99 or higher, all the way up to $4.99, or under $4.99, then you get a 10% perfect point bonus on all your perfect point purchases. So you don't get 5% here and then 10% there. It's 10% on the entire purchase. Then here, and that's per one time for each one of the purchases that reach that particular plateau. And if you happen to spend $4.99 or more on Perfect Team Plus, you get a 20% bonus. You also get, as I already mentioned, you get an extra tournament slot, and you get an extra perfect draft slot. You also get daily double login rewards. And since they're doing login rewards in the form of packs in Perfect Team 24 so far, you get double that particular benefit on that particular day. And there will be some days when you earn that if you didn't have Perfect Team Plus, you would have 2 packs in the grid that you would earn on that day. And if you're Perfect Team Plus, it's not just 2, it's now 4. Most days it's 1 pack doubled up to 2. And that's what I had in my most recent one. And I do have another tournament I need to spam, but you see here, the one other little kicker in here that you get for your $6.99 per month for a 30-day membership is that you get an extra surprise. I have no idea what this is, and I think they meant this to be vague on purpose so that they could be free to do whatever their little old hearts desire there in OOTPville, where they make all the business decisions. So that one extra surprise per month, it's going to be some sort of a benefit. I don't think that they're going to want that surprise to be a nerf on anybody's abilities or on whatever. They don't want to nerf you. They want to give you a benefit. So that extra surprise remains yet to be seen. I imagine that I may see that surprise on the last day of my 30-day subscription, or somewhere between now and then, certainly. But I wouldn't expect it to happen after the 30 days are up. But I will be renewing and extending myself by another 30 days here within the next week or so, because I expect my cash flow to allow me to be able to do that easily, and we look forward to doing that and keeping this going. Because here's what you can do. You can get this going for up to 24 periods of 30 days. Now, that's all up to you. How long you want to maintain that benefit is entirely up to you. Myself, I'm planning on doing it until Perfect Team 25 becomes a thing. When Perfect Team 25 comes along, I'm hoping that they maintain Perfect Team Plus as something you can purchase. And if not, then I'll just continue it on probably for Perfect Team 24. It all remains to be seen. So they left this open so that you could make up your own mind and do what you want to do. You can keep it going in 24 when 25 goes live. And if it's not part of 25, do whatever you want, okay? Because it works out nicely and gives you a great set of benefits. If you don't do anything more than one membership, which I wouldn't expect would be very attractive, if you do 1 month or 1 30-day period of membership, you're going to see all those benefits that you get, and you'll see how much worth it actually is. So yes, it's entirely your call, but I wouldn't expect anything less than the best. Okay? Is it possible to play Perfect Team without subs? Yes, it is. They're named. You don't have to buy a subscription. You don't have to buy it at all, but you just don't get the extra benefits. If you don't spend the $7 plus tax per month, you're perfectly free. You are not forced in any way, shape, or form to take on the subscription membership. It's only if you feel it's within your means and you feel that it would be worthwhile to you and you're able to do it and you want to do it, then by all means go for it if you so desire. But there is no such requirement that keeps you in a slot that says, I mean, like I could stop right now. I could make the $8 rounded up be my only membership, but I'm getting too much benefit from this. Okay, and I think that $7 a month plus tax is affordable for me. Mostly because not too long ago, I'd say within the last 30 days, there was a Fortnite streamer who's 50 years old, and I'd been following his channel for over 2 years, well over 2 years. And I was a member of his channel was shoving $5 a month at him in various platforms. He started out in Facebook. I was supporting him there. He went from Facebook to Twitch. I was supporting him there. Then he decided to go from Twitch to YouTube, and I was supporting him there. I canceled my memberships on the other platforms when I would start up a new membership for him. But he recently got himself a full-time job. He's not into full-time streaming anymore, so he freed up all of his memberships. So that meant that $5 a month that I was used to paying only had to be increased by $2 or $3 in order to make this a reality for me. And I could afford the extra $2 to $3 per month. So that was not a big deal for me to be able to do that. So you can get this in there, and okay, they will keep the new cash cow. I kind of think so there, Sharks Boy. I kind of think so. But it all remains to be seen. Okay, hang on just a second. I just need to make sure that I am perfectly caught up with chat. Okay, I think I am. And we have a brand new follow from Dr. Obvious 83. Thank you so much for your follow on the channel. You should be follower number 952. So thanks to you and every single person out there who is following on my channel and helping push me up to that magic 1,000 number. The closer that I get it, the more unbelievable it seems. Because like when I first started this stuff back in August, okay, I'm getting to the rosters. When I first started this thing out back in August of 21, I was not expecting this type of response and this type of support. I mean, like I was expecting 100 or maybe 200 follows, but we're pushing 1,000 now, folks, and I think we're going to hit it within the next 30 days. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So everybody and anybody helping to help get me up to that number. Once I get to that number, I think I'm going to feel free and easy to apply for Twitch partnership and see how quickly I get shot down. Because I've known other people that have had even more followers that weren't able to achieve full partnership with that. But I hope that the skin that I've got in the game and the content that I've been providing all along here is sufficient for them to find merit worthy of elevating to Twitch partnership, and that would help the old fart out quite a bit. Now, let's go ahead and get back to the game and see what is cooking with my rosters. Okay, my roster that I'm rocking right now consists of these guys. I've got Mission Reward Josh Johnson, who just recently pitched a no-no for me. He pitched a no-hitter a couple of days ago for me. And that's my first no-hitter of the entire Perfect Team 24 game cycle to date. Okay, Carlos Rodon was a drawn card. That's my only live perfect that I have. Then I have another live card here, Spencer Strider, in my starting rotation. Historical Frank Tanana is a mission reward, and he is the one that just took that most recent loss. He took it on the chin, and we are down 0-2 on the conference final. Wilbur Wood was another mission reward. That's rounding out my starting rotation right now. So I have 2 live cards and 3 mission rewards that are pitching with my starters. Now, my next cards I have down, Corbin Burns is my last pitcher who is a live card. He's going to be the first one that gets relegated to the bench once I get myself going. Because take a look. He's been getting beat up. And that 27.00 is in the postseason. So the 4.94 is what he ended the regular season with. The 27.00 is from that 9-2 loss that we took against Mississauga. So They're a goodly part of those earned runs. Two of those earned runs that Mississauga picked up were at Corbin Burns' expense, and he only got 2 outs in an inning. So that translates to a 27.00 ERA. Now, this sim coming in is going to be for an off day for travel, because we're getting ready to travel to their park, and they are working real hard and heavy on trying to sweep me in the conference series 4-0. So let's see how we stand on their side of the roster equation. Okay. My finger has fallen asleep from resting on top of the mouse. Okay. I don't have anything. I'm going to rely on one ear for now. Okay. Let me see if I can push this in. There, I could feel that. Okay, good. Let's take a look at the Mississauga roster and see what I'm up against. Okay. So you can see they have a few more golds than I have, but it looks like they have some nice historicals in here. Okay. So they have this historical 88 Vita Blue that was a tournament edition. They have a tournament edition Vita Blue who probably pitches more like a diamond card. Okay, so they've got him. Herb Pennock, another tournament reward at 93 in the starting rotation. Ray Prim, who was apparently a drawn card. Let's see, I don't think that... Oh, no, he's another tournament reward. I see it down there in the lower right-hand side of his card bubble. So they have 3 tournament rewards in their starting rotation. So it's no wonder I'm getting my rump beat. Okay, Carlos Rodon, that's an historical Rodon that when he was with the White Sox, and that's another tournament edition card. Okay, Frank Tanata, Mission Edition. So they are rocking 4 starters that are tournament cards. And that is pretty impressive. So I'm not terribly surprised that I'm losing 2-0 against the Mississauga Leaf Tours. Okay, Johnny Antonelli, look at him, another tournament reward. Yikes. Okay, 89 in relief. Carter Capps, another tournament reward. Good grief! What these guys must do nothing but enter the card rewarding tournaments. Okay, so. He's a 92 tournament reward. Chris Medlin. Okay, now he does not appear to be a tournament reward. Looks like he is a drawn card. Let me expand his card because there's something in there. Oh, that's just the mound on the card. Okay, that's part of the mount, part of the card artwork. But Chris Medlin is in his relief corps. Brandon Morrow, who is about the same type of card. Looks like this card has been drawn or purchased out of either from a pack or purchased on the card shop. So Brandon Morrow is in there. Gary Peters, who is another historical. Doesn't look like he is a tournament or mission reward. I see that looks like a Hardware Heroes card. Okay, yes, he is a Hardware Heroes card. Here's Max Scherzer. And that is, let's see, looks like another Hardware Heroes card, okay? An 84, Scherzer, and Joel Zumaya here. Joel Zumaya from the Detroit Tigers, an 88 gold. He's not a tournament reward, but he's still, pretty strong gold pitcher. Now, Chris Hoyles is their one and only catcher that they have. They apparently do not have the Buster Posey catcher card, and they don't even have the Thurman Munson catcher card. So they got somebody else who is filling in at catcher for them. Let's see, just for the heck of it, who is the backup catcher on this team. Dalton Varsho, okay? He's in there as a left fielder, but he can also be versatile enough to play behind the plate. Now, when he plays behind the plate, let's see what type of defense he has. He has only 44 defense behind the plate, but he does have decent outfield range and a decent arm. But I have to wonder, okay, I personally would not have Dalton Varsho playing catcher for me, but it hasn't hurt these guys too much. They've been pretty successful with their formula that they've put together. So, anyway, that's who they've got. And I think if I take a look at the rest of their lineup, they've got Ellis Burke, same as I do. Okay. That one was a drawn card for me and also for them, evidently. Stan Musial, there's a tournament reward. They have a tournament Stan Musial. The Ryan Howard card was a drawn card at first base. Dansby Swanson is a live card from the Cubbies. Okay. Chase Utley with the Phillies, I'm pretty sure. Yes, with the Phillies. 93 at third base. Second base. With an 81 defensive rating. Not a bad looking card. Jonathan Villar, who's on fire. He's not just any Jonathan Villar. If I quote DRC, who's the manager of the DRC Nomads, who used to stream on a regular basis for Out of the Park, he would not just say, that's not just any Jonathan Villar. That is fire. Jonathan Villar, okay? So I've got me another tournament to spam. There's their Dalton Varsho card that we just highlighted. They picked up a Schmitty. Mike Schmidt, a Phillies card. An 89, is he a tournament reward? No. He looks to be just a regular drawn card, a Hardware Heroes card. So they're rocking this Schmitty at third base. And he went to the same college that this old fart went to. He graduated from Ohio University, same as me, but he was a year or two before me. When I was a junior in high school, I was over there in Athens for a college visit, and I got to see Mike Schmidt hit his last home run in a Bobcat uniform because there was a break in our campus touring festivities. We were free for about an hour or so. So I went and grabbed my lunch, which was covered as part of the tour, and then I went over to the ball field to watch the baseball game because I'd heard about this hotshot third baseman that OU had named Mike Schmidt from the town of Dayton, Ohio, Dayton. Okay, just up the road, just up I-75, about 45 minutes from where I currently reside in the Cincinnati suburbs. But anyway, I got to see Mike Schmidt hit his final home run in a Bobcat uniform, and it was a mammoth shot, an absolutely mammoth shot. It was estimated to travel 485 to 515 feet. It was that hot off his bat. It traveled forever and hit the middle of a roof of the neighboring building beyond the left field wall. It hit the middle of the roof of that building. It was epic. It was magnificent, and I was so pleased to be able to be there and see that. But that's another story. Another OU Bobcat that played actually during my days in Athens between 1971 and 1975 was one of their catchers who made it big in the majors, and not only as a player but also as a manager, and that would be Mr. Bob Brenly, who is now not only he's an ex-player, an ex-manager, he is now a broadcaster. He's on the air on a lot of different baseball broadcasts depending on wherever you pick up baseball. But Bob Brenly is also an Ohio University graduate. Okay, so the next card down is this Juan Soto card, and he looks to be alive. That's a live Juan Soto. Byron Buxton, is he a live card? That's another live card, diamond card. Mookie Betts, yet another live card. Chris Hoyles is a drawn card. Oh, wait a minute, I take that back. He's a mission edition. He's a mission reward. And then Bryce Harper, there, oh good Lord, look at that card. Tournament edition, Bryce Harper, perfect card. Holy moly, this card slaps. Look at it, 90 BABIP, 98 contact, 100 power, 113 on the eye, 47 on the avoid case. He's going to strike his share out, okay? But he is, oh man, what a card. What a card. These guys must play the right types of tournaments to get these tournament rewards and get them in-house I mean, really, really good. So, yeah, they've done quite well. KC86. I'm interested in looking up KC86 on the universe and look at managers uh, and rankings. Okay, KC86. There's what I have. I currently have 62 tournament wins. I have 73 missions done. I am now in my second playoff, though this line item does not reflect that. I have now two playoffs to my credit that will be credited. The second one will show up after the season is over. Okay. Okay. That backup is rarely used though, right? It depends there, Admiral Entropy. It depends. The catchers can get tired. I've frequently seen catchers get tired, and you want to have a second catcher in there just in case the main guy gets a little bit worn out. Because I don't know what it is about the catcher position, but at least in my experience, catchers can tend to fatigue a little bit compared to other position players that don't have to get down in a crouch. And you've seen the same quote inside of OOTP, like where you're at various stages in getting into the game or transferring from one part of the game to another part of the game, and they have you sitting in limbo while it's operating in the background. And you'll see these little quotes that show up there. And one of the quotes was from somebody who was a teammate of Carlton Fisk. It said every time the Carlton Fisk went down into a crouch, it sounded like a bowl of Rice Krispies. So the catcher position tends to take on a little bit more damage and a little bit more in terms of fatigue than, say, your general position player out in the field because of the wear and tear on same said knee joints. Okay, we are ready for our second ad break of the day, and we will go and I'm going to take a quick look at KC86. Okay, let's look at them and then we'll go to our next ad break. KC86, and then I have to resort, and there they are, the Mississauga Leaf Tours. They have 54 tournament wins, and I'm ready to bet that a goodly part of the tournaments that they win are not quick tournaments like I play, but they are in tournaments for cards. They're in tournaments that give you cards to pick from. Like if it's a choice pack, you get your choice, or you just get a flat-out card that is explicitly the reward for winning that particular tournament. Maybe you get a reward for coming in second in the tournament or so. But that 54 number is pretty respectable. And that tells me where KC86 gets a lot of his firepower, because he's entering tournaments that give cards as rewards, and he's rocking those cards to the max. I just happen to have him in my league. So I'm wishing everybody here, especially this guy, even if he beats the pants off of me, wishing him the best of luck in silver, but I'm hoping that we're not in the same league next year. We'll see. Okay, it's time for ad break number 2, and when we get back, we're going to be thinking about maybe opening a pack or 2 or 3 or 4. And don't forget, at the end of the stream today, very, very close to 4:50 p.m. Eastern Time or thereabouts, we will be having a drawing for 25 standard packs that have been gifted to you, the community, by Out of the Park Developments. Okay, so let's go ahead without further ado, take that same said ad break, and we will be back in just 1 minute after this word from our sponsors. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, I was catching up with chat and picking up things that I missed in the process. And Mike's OOTP had some kind words in there. And he's about my 62 tournament wins. And he also piped in about Darren Dalton having so much wear and tear on his knees that his knees were shot. So, yes. It holds true that catchers need to be backed up. And if you don't back up your catchers, then you're asking for trouble. Okay? So, yeah. So, and also, I see Leaf Tours are represented in the chat. So, good luck to you too, KC Leaf Tours. It's good to see you in there. And it looks like right now, unless I can pull off a reverse sweep, you've got this one pretty well in the bag. But we're ready to see what happens with this next sim coming in, because I think this is the first one in your ballpark. Okay? This is the first one in your ballpark. So let's go ahead and jump in there and let's see what game 3 of the conference finals has to offer in terms of a result. Okay? I'm hoping I can pull out win number 1, but I may be looking at loss number 3, especially since I'm on the road. Okay? Let us see what ensues. Will you look at that? And not just a win, but 11-3 in my host's ballpark. Yikes! My Carlos Rodon, who's actually been a pretty good card for a live card. He and Strider and Vlad Jr. I don't know if you saw on my lineups down here. I didn't get to my lineups. I looked at my pitching staff, but I didn't look at my lineups very much. Let's take a look and see what I've got here. I'm going to go by position. I'm going to sort by position here. So you can see I've got the only gold card that I have left in my roster. Everybody else is diamond or perfect. The only gold card that I have left is this 88 Thurman Munson, who was a mission reward. Okay? He is my second string catcher to Mr. Buster Posey, who was also a mission reward. And neither one of these cards are on my opposition's team. Neither one of these cards are on the Leaf Tours. I've got Felipe Alou, who is the mission reward, spending time at first base, along with Vlad Jr. live card. He is the last live card that I have amongst my position players. I have 3 live cards in my pitchers. I've got Corbin Burns, I've got Carlos Rodon, and I've got Spencer Strider. So I only have 4 live cards left on my roster, on my entire roster. Brand new follow from, let's see, got to see there. What's that first letter? TEW Condors. Thank you so much for your follow on the channel. We appreciate it. I had to see what that first letter was because I couldn't read it from this far away. Because it's kind of a small font, I maybe need to increase that size a little bit. But TEW Condors, or 2 Condors, thank you for your follow. You should be follower number 952 on the channel. So we're inching closer and closer as we go. So here I've got live Vlad Jr. as advertised. Here is a card that I drew not too terribly long ago. I got this Robbie Cano card that with a nice defense that I have in there at second base. He is my longest standing second baseman. I had another live card sitting here in the second base slot, and that was Aaron. Oh gosh, what's his name? Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil was the last live card that I got rid of, and he got relegated to the sideline when I picked up this Aaron Hill card. I believe it was just yesterday I got this Aaron Hill card. And I moved him in with the 93 defense. He is now another second baseman. Rennie Stennett with the Pittsburgh Pirates is also in there. Why do I have 3 second basemen? I think it might have something to do with the positions that they can back up. Okay, if I look at Robbie Cano by himself. Okay, another follow. ANDK. Okay, is that 144? I can't see it from that angle. I got to read the name right here. ANDK T44 and KT44. Thank you for your follow on the channel. You should be number 953. Thank you kindly. We appreciate the follow very, very much. Okay, now getting back to here, Robbie Cano can only play second base. He's not qualified to learn any other positions. So he's not really a candidate for playing anywhere else. But the other two cards might be a little bit more versatile. Aaron Hill can play second and short. And you can see that I've already trained him up a little bit at shortstop. So he has been, on occasion, a backup shortstop for my guys. Okay? So he's already trained up to a 2 at shortstop. So I'm hoping that he doesn't get to play very often because of that, pardon the expression, piss poor defense at shortstop. But he's not too bad at second base. So I think, yeah, he has a good upside here on his shortstop training that he needs to do in order to max out at 78. So that's not a bad card. I just picked that one up yesterday, I do believe. And then my other second baseman, Rennie Stennett, look at the defense on this guy. He's up to an 89 altogether. He doesn't play anything but second base. So Aaron Hill replaced Jeff McNeil, and Jeff McNeil was in there basically so that he could back up shortstop for my first string shortstop, who is, by the way, who's my shortstop? Joe Tinker of Tinkers to Evers to Chance fame. Okay, Joe Tinker, Mission Edition Joe Tinker, with the Chicago Cubs from way back in 1908. Okay, Chicago Cubs card from 1908. So he's in there with his nice base running and stealing ability, plus his infield range, that 101 range. Oh my goodness. And a 103 rating at shortstop. Heck yes. We'll take that any day of the week. This was a mission reward, and I'm glad to be able to rock that card. He's not a tournament edition, but he doesn't do too badly. And here's my third baseman, who is yet another mission reward. In fact, he's not just a mission reward. He is a mission topper for the entirety of the live level 1 missions. You get all of the 30 teams done on live level 1, and you get this Caminiti card. He has an 84 rating at third base defense. He doesn't run worth a darn, so we don't worry too much about that. But his value falls in these offensive numbers, okay? And that plus the fact he's got an 88 arm at third base. He doesn't commit very many errors, but perhaps a few more than somebody else at that position. He's only got a 55 rating in the error department. But his infield range, he's got decent infield range, and he can turn a double play very well. But he's got a really, like a rocket arm for third base. So he is a good defensive third baseman. You can see here, he's got a decent L10 on him at 23K, which isn't too much above bare minimum. But hey, we're using him. He's my first historic perfect card, and he was a mission reward. So I've got the Caminiti card at third base. Joe Tinker, as already advertised, at shortstop. Now my outfield is a nice outfield. I've got Ellis Burks, a card that I drew, and the Leaf Tours team also has their own Ellis Burks. So they either purchased their Burks or they drew him. I drew mine out of a pack. And I'm really, really grateful to have gotten him. For a 97 card to have a value of almost 15K, let's go, baby. He can't avoid Ks very much, so he does strike out his share. But look at the BABIP and the contact on this guy. And he's got decent power, too. Even better gap power than he does home run power. So this Ellis Burks card is really, really nice. Look where his batting average has been for me. This is a postseason batting average. But where did he end up on the season? He ended up batting only .250 for me, but he's having a hot playoffs. A very, very hot playoffs, batting nearly 500 over the course of our playoffs to date. Okay? So this guy here, he earns his keep. He really does earn his keep. That's Ellis Burks. And the next one down the line is Lefty O'Doul. This is another card that I drew from the old time Phillies. That's an old Phillies logo. 99 Lefty O'Doul. His value is not on the base paths. He can lay down a little bit of a sac bunt, but nothing else in this particular middle column is worthy of attention. The attention is over here with that 103 contact and 87 BABIP. Plus, he has a 79 defensive rating in left field. So he's a really, really nice looking left field card, but he's not even my starter in left field. For a 99 card to have a value of 28.5K, other folks think that he is worth the money. Okay, he can play left, he can play right. Both of them come with factory settings of 70 and 57 in the corners, in the two corner outfield positions. So Lefty O'Doul, nice card. I was lucky to draw that guy. Then after Lefty O'Doul, here's a mission reward, one of my most recent ones that I earned. Mr. Cesar Cedeno, he was a divisional topper for level 2. So after I earned this card, I was able to relegate Jolton Joe DiMaggio, who was like a 93 or 94 diamond card. He is now on the bench by virtue of the fact that I got this 98 Cedeno with the better defense in center field, better gap power, better just about everything, but most valuably on the base paths, where he can steal bases like a demon. This card, for me, over the course of the season, I'm trying to remember, was he a 20-20 or a 30-30 player? Well, I'll look at his stats here in just a bit, okay? But that's the Cedeno card. Oh, wait a minute. No. He didn't earn that. He did not earn that. It was Duke Snider that got 30-30 for me. 98 card, and that card was also a draw for me. I drew this one from a pack. Look at the outfield error. He doesn't commit very many errors, but look at everything else, including his base running and stealing ability. This card just plain flat out slaps. And you take a look at him down here, he had 31 home runs and 35 stolen bases. That is, ladies and germs, a 30-30 season. So he got himself 30-30. Ellis Burks, on the other hand, got himself a 20-20. He had 40 stolen bases, but he only had 22 home runs. So he qualified for 20-20. So I had a 20-20 player this season and a 30-30 player this season in bronze. So I was really, really pleased with the performance of those two outfield cards. Then, besides them, I showed you the Duke Snider. I showed you the Cesar Cedeno. This guy here was another excellent draw for me. This George Stone 95. Look at the BABIP on this card. Is that freaking awesome or what? 109 on the BABIP, courtesy of the 97 contact versus the 63 lower rated power. This card does really slap. He batted 295 for me over the course of the season. And the numbers that you see up here are individual game numbers from the various games that he played in. He did not play in every single game, but because he is basically a backup outfielder, he's also a pinch hitter who makes appearances as a pinch hitter. So you'll see I've got him in here as not only a pinch hitter, but also as a pinch runner because of his base running abilities. And it looks like my Joe Tinker is feeling in a little bit of a downer here. He's in an ice cold slump, but Ellis Burks is not just any Ellis Burks. That is fire Ellis Burks. Okay, he's on a hot streak and he's loaded for bear. So take a look at that. He batted 294 for me this season. Let's look at his batting stats, and you can see where he stood. He batted for me. I picked him up last week while we were in Iron. We were in Iron League. We got promoted to Bronze. He's been in just about every game for me since then. And he ended up batting this season only 250. But as already advertised, He had 40 stolen bases and 22 home runs. So he was a very, very valuable member of my lineup. Now we're ready to get the sim in for game number 4 against the Mississauga Leaf Tours. So GG's and good luck to the Leaf Tours, and let's see how game 4 comes out in the wash. I'm either down 3-1 or it's tied 2-2. Okay. And we're down 3-1. Ouch. But there again, I don't care so much. I've already earned promotion to silver. Unless I can pull off a reverse sweep here, I'm toast as far as this playoff series is set up to go. But if I can make some improvements on these guys with whatever's inside of these packs, I think I can go ahead and do just that. We're only maybe about 10 minutes away, 8 minutes away from our next ad break, or maybe 10 minutes is more like it. Let me look here. We're about 8.5 minutes away from our next ad break, if I can get my timer straight, because I have a little mismatch between my watch and my timer over here on my Stream Deck. So we'll be looking at trying to maybe jump the gun on the timer on the Stream Deck and try to fit that next ad break in a little bit earlier than the timer says, and then we'll be back on track as far as timing goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with these packs, because I'd say with 32 packs in house after yesterday's pack rip, and yesterday went until 9 p.m. and since then I've picked up 32 whole packs since 9 p.m. last night. I'd say it's time. I'd say definitely it is time. Yep, it's time. Let's go do it. Okay, Ned Named was asking me how I got promoted from Iron higher. When I got promoted, it was the top 10 teams in the entire league that got pushed up. And strictly by virtue of my regular season record, even though I lost in the conference finals, like it looks like I'm going to be losing this time around, I lost in the conference finals in irons. That means then I made it to the final 4. The top 10 teams in the entire league would get promoted. That would be your final 8 in the playoffs. That would be your the people that made it to a division series. If you made it to a division series, then you were assured of top 8. After that, I'm pretty sure that it was a regular season record and perhaps placement within the league. I don't know exactly what the criterion were for the other placements and the tiebreakers, but I do know that I was able to earn promotion from Iron last season. Now, if I take a look at the universe one more time, we can see what this season's promotion structure is, okay? Right now, like if I was in Iron this season, I wouldn't be amongst 10. I would be only amongst the top 8 before I would earn promotion. Last season I got lucky. They promoted the top 10. Here, they're paring that down a little bit. It's now 8 teams getting promoted. 4 teams get sent down. Just the same as what bronze is. In fact, all of the levels here are 8 teams promoted, 4 teams relegated. Everything here is uniform. To move up, you have to be one of the top 8, which means you have to make it to a division series. Once you get to a division series, that's your ticket to promotion this season in all of the levels that are cooking right now, okay? So I'm going to be in silver starting tomorrow, regardless of whether or not I get lucky and come back and reverse sweep the Leaf Tours, which I'm really highly doubting right now, given their loaded lineup of tournament rewards. They've earned the right to move on and try to get themselves a gold trophy. And if they knock me out, I wish them nothing but the best and hope that they get indeed a gold, a trophy for here in bronze, and walk out with something for their trophy case for their team. Okay, so that's what is going on with that. Does that answer your question there, Ned named? Okay. Last season I was one of 10. This season it takes only the top 8 to get promoted from iron up. In fact, it's the top 8 any league that you are in. Okay, whether it be a rookie league, stone league, iron league, bronze league, silver league, or gold league. Okay, next week, tomorrow morning, will be the creation of the very, very first diamond leagues. That's where I hope to be able to spend most of my tenure in Perfect Team 24. But I have to work my way up, just like I did last season. Last season, I started actually in bronze. I went straight from entry pool to bronze last game cycle. And then I went promptly up to silver, promptly up to gold, got promoted right away to diamond. Then I got knocked back down to gold again because there were only, at the time that I made it up to diamond, there were only 10 diamond leagues. And they were loaded with OP teams that were waiting and champing at the bit, waiting for the creation of a perfect league. There were not enough diamond leagues yet to formulate a perfect league. So there were only 10 leagues that year. You don't start a perfect league with 10 champions, okay? To do anything else would kind of cheapen the diamond championship. So they had to wait until they had 24 diamond leagues, and they were able to crown 24 champions. And that's when they created Perfect League, was with the bare minimum of 24 teams. Okay, because only one team per diamond league gets promoted up to Perfect League. I spent at least 40 weeks of a possible 43 weeks. I spent 40 of those 43 weeks in diamond. So that tells you how much I feel that diamond is my home. I never made it to Perfect League. I made it to a couple of Diamond World Series, and I got knocked out in both cases. So my goal for this game cycle is to see if I can make it up to Perfect League. And I had people telling me right and left that I had too good a team not to be in Perfect League. But I never got lucky enough with the RNG. I was always up against somebody tougher in a playoff situation that would knock me out in some way, shape, or form or another. So I'm really hopeful of being able to make it up to Perfect League eventually this game cycle, and that would be the first time that I've been able to move to Perfect League during a live game cycle. Back in Perfect Team 21, after Perfect Team 22 went live, I made it in up to Perfect League in Perfect Team 21. I did get up to Perfect League there, but it didn't really count for anything because of the fact that 22 was already live and nobody was paying attention hardly to 21 anymore. So after 22 became a thing, I started paying more attention to 22 and less on 21. But I did get lucky, and I was basically ghost shipping that Perfect Team 21 team, and they still won a Diamond League. And I was surprised when I went to go check on. Good grief, they made Perfect League. It surprised me when I saw that they made it to Perfect League. But I'm hoping now to be able to see it at a time where I'm actually paying attention and doing stuff actively with my team and having an active game cycle to back me up. So that's what my goal is, but we'll see what we do, okay? How long is the season there in that game? A season is the same as it is in Major League Baseball. It's 162 games. You have 162 simulations that happen over a week's time. That is a week in our human time, okay? That on Monday, the leagues start, and they are usually done at 1 a.m. Eastern time the following morning, okay? They start at 10 a.m. and go until 1 a.m. the following morning. Until you get to Saturday, the last day of action, they need to squeeze a little bit more action in there. So what they do on Saturday is they need an extra half hour, and perhaps in some cases more than a half hour to make it, to get the season completed, because there may be a set of tiebreaker situations where you need tiebreaker games in order to determine playoff positioning. Okay? I saw where one of the teams that's currently in bronze had to have 2 play-in games at the end of their after they finished their 162 game season, which I started to get there and didn't finish it. The last day on Saturday ends at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That's when game number 162 is in the books and complete. Then if they need a game 163, 164, whatever, to determine playoff positioning, then they go ahead and do those play-in games. And whoever makes it out of there, they end up making the playoffs. Okay? And once you make playoffs, you get a bonus of 1,000 perfect points for making the playoffs. Okay? And if you happen to sweep a playoff series, you get another 1,000 perfect points for the achievement. And the sweet thing is, if you have Perfect Team Plus, if you're a member of Perfect Team Plus, it's not just 1,000 perfect points. You get 1,500. So if I go back in my achievements here, let me go back to my home screen. If I go back in my achievements here, you'll see where there's my 2020, my 30-30. This would have normally been a 600 perfect point achievement, but the 50% boost moves it up to 900. This would normally be a 100 perfect point achievement for Ellis Burks going 2020. It got boosted to 150. Going to the playoffs, the aforementioned 1,000 perfect points got boosted to 1,500. So the membership pays for itself in a variety of ways. At least I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I got my money's worth probably after the first week of play. But we are ready to start opening packs. So let's go. We've already had the pack transition, so let's get started and see what's inside of these 32 packs, of which, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are silver packs and 2 are diamond packs, or I'm sorry, 2 are gold packs. That is 8 all told, so that means I have 24 standard packs and 8 silver or gold packs. So let's go, baby, and let's push for some good results out of my team and how we do with our pack pulling today. We had a very lucky day yesterday, so I'm hoping for similar, or if not better, luck today. And here I've got a couple of live silvers. I'm going to be checking these guys out. Okay? This guy is a first-time appearance, even though the live missions for Kansas City are complete. He is a first-time appearer on my roster, so I'm hanging on to him. I will not be selling him. I only sell live silver dupes at this stage in the game, while the live missions are still a thing. Okay? Trace Thompson, on the other hand, he is a duplicate. And if he had been a first-time appearer in here on my lineup, he would have helped boost my Los Angeles Dodgers live level 2 higher than the 83% that it currently is. It did not go up any because he's a duplicate. I can sell this card. So we are going to sell him, and we're going to put him up for the best price available. In fact, he will be the only card available. There's nothing out there for sale for this Trace Thompson card, okay? Somebody wants to pay $1,100 to buy this card. I want somebody in chat to get this card, okay? We're not going to do it for $1,100. Let's do it for $1,149. 1,149 perfect points, which beats the L10 by 402 perfect points. You can get this Trace Thompson card if you need him for the Los Angeles live level 1 or level 2 missions. He is now up for sale. Go get him. He's the best price out there. Wait a minute, I take that back. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to make it higher, because look at down here. I didn't see this until just now. There's a 1,200 buy order out there that really overtakes this 1,100, and it would overtake this 1,149. That means that somebody in chat would not get this card. I want somebody in chat to get this card. We're going to go 1,249. 1,249, which is still 202 under L10, and we beat the buy order by 49 perfect points. So 1,249 to get you a Trace Thompson card if you want him for the Los Angeles live level 1 and live level 2 missions. Okay, he is now on the market, and with that card sale out there, we're going to go ahead and take ad break number 3, and we will resume in just about a minute to see what else these 30-some packs have in them, trying to find something that will help out my boys and see if we can look better coming into tomorrow morning's first game in silver. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what be cooking on the advertising front. We'll be back in 1 minute right after this word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Okay, gang, we are back from our ad break, and we are ready to start ripping some more packs. We have 31 left to go in the time that's remaining in today's stream, and we're going to maybe see about doing some historical happenings if we have the time. After we rip these 31, I'm going to try to earn myself another pack by doing an historical challenge, because today is the day that I do historical challenges. I got 3 different teams, and it's been 72 hours since all of them have earned their 1 pack that you can get every 72 hours from the historical challenge. So I time mine so that I do it on Sunday, then again midweek. Midweek meaning Wednesday evening through Thursday morning. Okay, that's when I do my historical challenges midweek, and then I just repeat the cycle again: Sunday, midweek, and that way I've got my 72-hour windows pretty much built in to that particular timing structure. So let's go ahead and see what's in number 31 here from the end. Hopefully something good. We've got another live silver here, but look at, we have an historic silver in Mr. Ron Blomberg with the 1973 Yankees. I was but a, let's see, I was in the beginning of my junior season of college at the end of the season, but at the beginning of the season I was a college sophomore back in 1973. So yeah, I remember Mr. Blomberg when he played with same said Yankees. So we're going to keep him as a speculation card because he does not have a mission yet. And as a first time appearance to my roster, we are going to hang on to him with the hopes that he's worth something later when it comes time for missions to go. Now, Joe Jimenez, he is not a duplicate, so we hang on to him. Look what he did. He helped me boost Atlanta up to 81% done. This Jimenez card was never on my collection before, but he helped to boost Atlanta up now to 81% done. Let's go. So that's a very valuable silver card to have drawn for my boys. So good draw there. Let's see what kind of luck we can get in our next pack. And there's not too much here. Not too much here. The Jack Banta card. Now, I've seen some bronze tournament teams playing this Banta card before, and this one is a duplicate. So I could ostensibly sell him because he's got a decent looking L10 for a bronze card, and somebody wants to sell him for $332, and I'm going to beat the hell out of that. Let's go ahead and see what we got going here. Someone wants to sell him. Oh, it looks like, okay, 139 is actually the lowest sell order now. So I'm going to go 129, and you can get yourself a Jack Banta card that you can use on your own bronze tournament team if you so desire. And it's also part of the Robin Roberts Build a Lineup Bronze mission, which I now have 50% complete, but this card is a duplicate. So I can part company with this one and not feel a thing except for the money hitting my pocket. So let's go ahead and put this card up for sale. For 129 perfect points, Jack Banta is now on the market. Okay, 29 packs to go. And there ain't nothing here, so we'll keep on moving. Oh, the Roy Smalley card. You want this guy. You want this guy on your bronze tournament team. No two ways about it. You want him on your bronze tournament team. Okay? Look at the value on that card. Okay? He's worth it. Roy Smalley is a good card. Diamond card, first one of the day, plus an historic silver Mike Ryba and an alive silver Orlando Arcia. Let's go, baby. What's behind the diamond card? I hope it's something nice. Whoa. Whoa. Elmer Flick, historic diamond? Woo. Woo. And look at the value on this. Someone wants to sell him for $22K and there's an $11K buy order out there and the L10 is $13.5K. Let's go, baby. Woo. Hanging on to him. And he's not even in a mission yet. So we're going to keep that card. I may actually play him if he merits the look. So we'll see. Mike Ryba, though, historic silver. He's part of the named Mike's mission there, and which is now 71% or 70% done with his arrival. So we'll hang on to that card. We'll do something with this card and keep it. But the Orlando Arcia card is a duplicate. We can sell this guy. He is already in the stable to help me out with that Atlanta mission, which got pushed up to 81% with the most recent card that I pulled in the last pack. So let's see what money we can get out of Mr. Arcia. He's got an L10 of 1710, and someone wants to sell him for $1,900 or really $1,899, and somebody wants to buy him for $1,300. Let's kind of split the difference there, say between the $1,200 and the $1,700. Let's say that's $500, $250. Let's go $1,449. $1,449 will get you an Orlando Arcia card, and you will have by far the best price on the market. We're beating all the price points. We're beating the buy order. We're beating the sell order. We're beating L10. So Orlando Arcia is now up for sale for $1,449. He's out there. Go get him if you need him. Okay, next pack. Okay, nothing new here. Even Joey Votto in there as a bronze card for now, but he's still out hurt on his rehab assignment, I do believe, down at AAA. X-Red Johnny Cueto. So long, I'm on my way. Okay, enough of that. Okay, I did my singing this morning. We did the Hallelujah chorus this morning. Hey, there's another live silver, Mr. Austin Hayes. Let's go. And he's a duplicate. We can sell him. If you don't have the Baltimore live missions done yet, we're going to give you a good deal on this card. Someone wants to sell him for $980, and someone wants to buy him for $650. But what we're going to do with that L10 of $953, we're going to put him up for 863 perfect points. 863. I'm taking 900 off that 900 level L10, and we're taking it down to 863, which is going to be the going price for this Austin Hayes card. Wait a minute, 863? Yes, I'm beating the heck out of all the different price points. So if you want this card, he's now out there for the best price available. No one else can have him except for somebody in chat. Okay, go get him. Next pack, gold card. Gold card. Nice. Live Luis Severino, 81. Gold with the New York Yankees. Now, is he a first-timer to the collection? No, he's a duplicate. I can sell him. I already have the Yankees done anyway. So it's made even sweeter by the fact that the missions are done, and he's a duplicate. So we can sell him and pocket that money, honey. Let's go get him out there on the market. Someone wants to buy him for bare minimum. We're not going to sell him for bare minimum, but we are going to beat that L10. We're going to beat that L10 to the tune of, okay, somebody wants to sell him for $4K. We're going to put this Luis Severino card up for $14.99. $14.99 is a good price for a gold card that's in the live mission. So if you need this Luis Severino card for your live Yankees missions, he's now going up for practically $1,500. 1.5K will get you a Luis Severino card, which is a whole hell of a lot better than L10, and it's also a hell of a lot better than that's 4K that they're asking for the sell order here. So Severino is now on the market. 22 packs to go. Okay, no silvers here. Nothing else that I can recommend for a tournament team. Ooh, Deion Sanders, Neon Dion. Okay, we'll hang on to him. Historic silver. That's a nice looking card. Really nice looking card. Okay, so we're hanging on to him. That's a speculation card if ever I had one. And we got another live silver here. Jake McCarthy, another duplicate. I've already got the Diamondbacks completed. In fact, I've got the entire NL West done, I think. Or are they one of the ones I need to do yet? We'll see. I'm going to put a sell order out there. He is a duplicate, so I don't have the NL West done yet because I still have the Dodgers outstanding. So anyway, Jake McCarthy is going up for sale, and I'm looking at him here. The sell order is out there actually for $700, not that $777. But the L10 only says $590, so I'm going to go $540, which is 50 off of the 500 series there. So $540 is going to get you a Jake McCarthy card with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Go get him if you need him. He's out there for the best price on the market. That's one thing. I've always preached it as a benefit of watching my streams. The cards that I sell are always going to beat market. They're always going to beat market. Here, check out this 79 Andres Galarraga. Let's go, baby. What a silver card. Historic silver. Let's see what's behind this gold curtain here, shall we? And we have us a historic Nick Swisher. Woo-hoo! Okay, got a nice value on him. Somebody wants to sell him for $5K. We're keeping this card for spec, baby. The L10 is $3,400. Ooh, yeah, we are going to hang on to this Nick Swisher card. The luck is really rolling with the streamer luck today. Okay, let's see what's in the next pack. Nothing much here. Let's keep on moving. 17 packs to go. We're about halfway through the 34 that we started with. Paul Blackburn, I have to talk about this card. If you've never seen Paul Blackburn's card, for an iron card, you want to have this card on your iron tournament team. Why? He's an extreme ground baller. Extreme ground ballers, especially if you have a really good infield defense, that extreme ground baller is going to get you a bunch of outs along in conjunction with your really hot infield defense. If you have a good infield defense and an extreme ground baller on the mound, chalk up a W, baby. Because when I used to play iron tournaments, this guy back in Perfect Team 21 he had such a nice looking card that no less a personage than DishNet34 was salivating audibly over his stream, looking at my card, because we happened to win back then. The Friday Night Showdown used to be like a dial a format thing, and the previous week on Friday night, when they had another format of tournament, they spun a wheel, and it said that the very next week was going to be iron tournaments. Okay, and I was used to playing iron tournaments, so I entered my team in there, and I won the whole shooting match with this Paul Black, not the same player, but not the same card, mind you. It was the same player, Paul Blackburn, that had the extreme ground ball ability, and I had a killer infield defense. He was getting outs right and left, pitching into that defense. So anyway, you want this card on your Iron Tournament team if you have good infield defense, okay? 16 packs to go. And nothing here of interest. These are all live cards. Keep going. And nothing much of interest here either. I'm looking for historic silvers. I'm sorry, no, I'm looking for live silvers that I can maybe sell or help out a mission. Okay, 13 packs to go. Gold card. Oh, what do we got hiding out here? What is it? What do I got? Live Luis Severino. We've seen him before already. We're going to get rid of him too. Okay, we're going to get rid of him too because there's already one of him out there. Looks like somebody bought the previous card. Okay, somebody bought the previous card because the sell order isn't out there anymore. So we're going to do a similar thing. Halfway between here and there looks like about 1333. Oops, hang on a second. 1333 will get you a Luis Severino card right now, and we still beat all of the price points, okay? So let's go with Luis Severino on the market right now for even cheaper than the previous one was, okay? Let's keep going here. X-Red, Dowry Moretta, now with the Pirates. He was part of a trade, I do believe. Part of the Kevin Newman trade that brought Kevin Newman to Cincinnati. But what have we got here? Jose Martinez, historic silver. Let's go, baby. There's another speculation card, or I call them spec cards for short. So that's a spec card if ever I saw one. So 11 packs to go. And there's nothing much to get excited about here. John Titus I don't think would play on my bronze team. Ryan Schimpf could play on my team. I need that card. I need that Schimpf card, okay? For my bronze tournament team. But we got a gold card to look at here first. Then we'll come back and take a look at Connor Joe. Live silver. What do we got here? Live Raisel Iglesias, X-Red. He's with the Atlanta Braves, and look it, I needed him. He brings my Braves mission up to 85%. Let's frickin' go, baby. Let's go. Woo! Live Raisel Iglesias. Thank you much for showing up, Raisel. Connor Joe. Pittsburgh is now done. He is a first-time appearer to my roster, so I am keeping this card. He's not going to be sold. Even though his missions are done, he can show up in a mission later and have it be entirely different with different criteria, say, from the two live missions that have just gotten done for Pittsburgh. Okay, 8 packs to go. Okay, we're in the middle of some silver packs, I do believe. There's Cabrian Hayes with the same said Pirates. Let's see what we can do with his duplicate card here, because look at the L10 on this guy. But somebody's wanting to sell him for as cheap as 3 1/4. Ooh, I got to be 3 1/4. Yeah, let's go. 3 1/4 is the lowest sell order, and his L10 is that. Ugh, that stinks. That means I got to go $2.95 to give you the best price on Cabrian Hayes. This card is going to be extremely excellent defense for a silver card. For 73 silver, you're going to want Cabrian Hayes on a silver cap team, or maybe on a silver format tournament team. You want to maybe give him a good look. So this card is going up for sale for $295 perfect points, and give you the best deal on the market. Go get him if you need him. Okay, 8 packs to go, and we're still in the middle of some silvers, I think. Yeah, Yu Darvish. Last season, when I was in Iron, I kept one silver card, even though I had other gold pitchers in my stable. I kept Yu Darvish in my starting rotation. He was the darling of my Iron roster starting rotation. He was the star of the rotation. And I did not get rid of him until we moved up to bronze, and I felt obligated to give him a rest and retire him before he got his brains beat in bronze, okay? So there he is, 76, Yu Darvish. He is a duplicate. So we're going to sell this guy. And look at the value on him. I think, okay, the 1333 is the lowest sell order. So we are going to go in between this 900 and that. Let's go up a couple of hundred. Let's go maybe about 1122. 1122 will get you a Yu Darvish card, and we beat all of the price points all over again, okay? Yu Darvish is now on the market for 1122. Go get him if you need him. Best price available. 7 packs to go. We're still stuck in silvers. What do we got here? Historic silver Brad Peacock. Let's go. Okay. He's a spec card that we will be keeping. Let's keep on moving. Another silver pack, and it's not just got a silver in it. We got us a gold too, baby. Let's see. What's the gold curtain hiding out here? Oh, baby, and my third Topps bunt card of the last 2 days. I got 2 of them yesterday. I got a third one today. Let's go. Let us go. Okay, looking good there. We're up to 13% done now on the Topps Dream Bracket. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we are going to hang on to Oh, baby, look at the value on him. People want to buy him and sell him. Oh. I'm hanging on to mine. I'm hanging on to mine. I want to see what happens if I get that dream bracket done, okay? And it's only the first dream bracket. I think they're envisioning multiple dream brackets because that one says dream bracket 1. So that numeric designation seems to tell me a little something, okay? Admiral Entropy getting in there. Wait a minute, let me take a quick look at chat because I've really been neglecting it here lately, okay? I answered Ned named question. Why doesn't the current sell price show up except in red? Okay, the reason for that nightcap is because in order to see the most recent stuff, I would have to go to the card shop immediately before selling cards. And I haven't really been getting into the habit of getting to the card shop and refreshing the card shop data while I'm ripping packs. What I wish that they had, and I think I'll put in the request for either an improvement to be made this game cycle or for Perfect Team 25. If they could put somewhere in like the pack ripping screens, if they could put a button there to refresh card data that feeds into this process, then I think that would be a very, very welcome addition if they're able to do such a thing. I don't know if it's technically feasible to happen or not, but that would be a nice thing, okay? Admiral Entropy liking some cards, and yes, I am going to be doing a Reds theme team this year, H. Bramblett. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But it's not just going to be a Reds theme, it's going to be a Cincinnati area theme team, where if you played college ball in this area or if you were born and raised in this area, then you qualify. Sandy Koufax played college ball at the University of Cincinnati. He qualifies. Jim Bunning not only played baseball for Xavier University, which is in Cincinnati also, he was born and raised in Southgate, Kentucky, which is in the Cincinnati metro area. So he qualifies on two fronts. Okay, somebody named Charlie Liebrandt played his college ball up the road at Miami University of Ohio. And the father of an OOTP legend, Marty Cornejo, who is Nate Cornejo's dad, also played at same said Miami University of Ohio, where incidentally, one of my kids is employed as a collegiate librarian. And so anyway, I've got several colleges in the area that I can look up. I got several different hometowns in the area I can look up, as well as Reds affiliations, which is not too hard to look up in Baseball Reference. And I can't speak enough about the Baseball Reference, and I think that the discount is still holding true. If you want to get a single sport subscription to Baseball Reference by itself, because the reference website covers not just baseball, they cover soccer, they cover other things, football, college football, I think basketball, college basketball, whatever. And they have all kinds of different subscriptions you can buy, but you can get a 25% discount on whatever subscription or group of subscriptions you wish to purchase by using the code 23OOTP25 on the baseball-reference.com website. And you can buy a membership that will get you an entire season's worth of data access. I can't speak enough good about that particular thing. In fact, we have a moment here. Oh no, we need to take our last ad break of the day. So let's go ahead and do that last ad break of the day, and then we'll come back and finish ripping packs and try to do an historical happening in there somewhere. And I don't know if we'll have time to do Baseball Reference because I need to have a giveaway today. So let's go ahead and do our final ad break of the day, and we'll be right back after this minute from a word from our sponsors, and we will continue with packs and see what else we can get done over the course of the next 20 minutes. Okay? Take care and hang on. We'll be right back. Okay, gang, we are back, and I decided I am going to take just a quick moment to show you a baseball reference screen after we're done ripping packs. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have 5 packs left to go. That should be 3 silver packs and 2 gold packs. Okay, so the silver pack here, we have a live silver in Mr. Jesus Aguilar, and he's a duplicate. I can sell this guy, and we are going to sell him, I think, 127. 127 is all this card is going to go for, because Oakland is very, very easy to achieve. It's perhaps the easiest of all of the live missions to get done. So Jesus Aguilar is out there for 127 perfect points. Go get him, the best price on the market. 2 silver packs left, and then we have 2 gold packs. Hey, another live silver here with Mr. Cole Irvin. He's a duplicate. We can sell him on the Orioles, okay? And let's see here. He's got a 1076 L10, 950 on the sell order, 570 on the buy order. Let's go ahead and put him up for, let's go 790. 790 to get you a Cole Irvin card. 790 perfect points will beat all of the price points, and you can be in chat and be lucky enough to get this card if you are the quickest. So being in chat, you will have the chance to be the quickest because you'll see it happening right now. He's out there for the best price. Okay, one more silver pack, and it's another live silver, Mr. Ryan Jeffers, and he's a duplicate. We can sell him on the Minnesota Twins. And he's got a value, ooh, nice inflated value of $12.97. Somebody wants to sell him for $11.98. Someone wants to buy him for $7.25. So let's see, I think I'm going to go $9.99. $9.99 is a good midpoint between the buy order and the lowest sell order of $11.98. So $9.99 will get you a Ryan Jeffers card. Best price on the market. Go get him if you need him. Okay? For the Twins. Now we have 2 gold packs to finish up the action, and let's get to them. And oh, historic silver Ron Blomberg. He's a dupe. Maybe I can sell him. Okay, let's see what's behind the gold curtain. Live David Bednar, and he's on the name's David mission, so we're hanging on to him. He hasn't been showing up in my team yet, so we hang on to him. But I think I'm going to sell this Blomberg card. Okay, I'm going to sell him, I think, we're going to go cheaper than that. We're going to go much cheaper than that. Let's go 384. No. Oh, somebody wants to buy him for 444. Let's put him up for 464. 464 is higher than L10, but then the buy order is also higher than L10. So we're going to go up to 464 just to beat this number here, okay? So if you need Ron Blomberg for whatever reason, because he's not in a mission yet, you don't know what he's really truly worth until a mission comes along that has him in it. But anyway, we're going to put this card up for sale for 464 perfect points. If you want him, he's out there. Go get him. Okay, last gold pack. What have we got here? No silvers, but we do have a gold, and it's probably a live gold. But who is it? Live Brandon Crawford on the San Francisco Giants. Let's go. He's a duplicate. I already have the Giants done. He's a duplicate. I can sell him. And I do believe this Brandon Crawford card, let's see, he's going for $1,500. L10 is $1,603. Somebody wants to buy him for $1,200. So let's go kind of halfway in between. That looks like it's going to be, that's about $300. So let's go $150. We're going to go $1,350. $1,350. Whoops, hang on a second. $1,350 will get you a Brandon Crawford card, and you'll have the best chance to buy it on this open market. So $1,350 for Brandon Crawford. He is now out there to be bought if you want him. Now let's go ahead and check my missions real quick, and then I'll take you very quickly to a page where you can see what baseball reference looks like if you've never really seen it. Okay, now I'm looking at my missions to see if I got anything done. I did not get anything done. Okay, so I'm 1 card away from finishing the Steven Names mission. I've got 4 more cards before Atlanta is done. Okay, and I got a sim coming in. Let's see how we did with our series with the Leaf Tours. I hope the Leaf Tours are still in chat. Okay. And I took it on the chin. I got knocked out in the conference championship and the World Series is now ensuing with same said Leaf Tours in there. So best of luck to the Leaf Tours, GG's, and to you, and better luck next time to me. So anyway, this is going to show me that the Leaf Tours took a 4-1. It was the next best thing to a sweep. So I did get one game in there. So yeah, they won both games in my park and 2 out of the 3 in their own. So they got to celebrate at home, and they got to have all of the requisite game sounds. Okay, things that happen. Like in my locker room, it was ugly. It was ugly. They did not feel good about losing the league championship series at all. So what happened there? What happened there? Only that. Okay, but in the other locker room, you got to hear some champagne getting served up. Okay, so that was what happened in those 2 locker rooms. And ugly picture in one locker room and a celebratory picture in another. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to show you real quickly what a team screen in Baseball Reference looks like. I want to make sure that I've got the thing hooked up. I'm going to go inside of OBS and tell it that I want it to go to my stat head screen. And there it is, okay? This is baseballreference.com that you can get a $25 discount for by using that discount code that I gave you in chat. That's some bad luck having 100 plus wins and getting knocked out. Yep. Well, hopefully we'll get it next year, Fizzle. Thank you. We'll see. But then that's the tournament RNG, the postseason RNG. Different beast altogether. Random number generators play different games than they do during the regular season. But let's see, if I go to look for somebody up here, all I have to do is enter them in there. A card that plays on my bronze tournament team, Marty Cornejo. Okay, hang on a second. I mistyped the M. There we go. All right, so I can go see him, and it takes me right to his page. You can see he's played for the Mets. He also played for the Tidewater Tides in his minor league days, so that's a Tides uniform. Drafted by the Senators in the 3rd round, and it says down here, his relatives, he's the father of Nate Cornejo, he of OOTP legendum, okay? This guy is an OOTP legend in his own mind or in his own time, but at least in the minds of many OOTP enthusiasts, shall we say. Nate Cornejo is in them, even to the point that there is a Nate Cornejo emote on the channel, okay? There is one on OOTP. So if you are on the OOTP official Discord, you have access to that remote, or that emote, I should say. Okay, that's Baseball Reference. Let's get back to the team, because, oh gosh, okay, I don't know if we have time for an historical challenge or not. Let's go ahead and try it. Now, I have to hurry up and get back there. Let's get to here and get back to the game. And they don't have the in-challenge notification yet that you've won a pack. So we have to complete an entire season and then go back into Perfect Team and figure out whether we won a pack or not. So let's go ahead and do that. It's out here on the main screen. While I'm here, I may need to spam a tournament. I need to spam 4 tournaments. So I'm going to do one real quick and then do the challenge. Okay, bronze. Let's go. Keep going. Okay. Now here's where you go to do an historical challenge. You do the new historical game. And since our interest in this particular case is to take the challenge and simulate a season as a historical team, we're going to choose the historical 1927 New York Yankees and play as them. Now, first thing that you see after you get into there is I have already chosen Baseball's Rebirth as the era, and I've chosen 1927 as the specific year. No other changes were needing to be made. If you want to play as the 1927 Yankees, this is what you have to do. And since we're on an accelerated time schedule, I'm going to try to do as little talking as possible and try to let the game kind of explain itself. Because what you're doing is you're simulating an entire season, and in my case here as the 1927 New York Yankees. The chances of winning a pack are determined by one thing and one thing only, and that is by achievements that the team earns. The reason that I picked the 1927 Yankees is because they pump out achievements like hardly any other. And what do we have here? We have a brand new follower from DeGaulle. Thank you for your follow. You should be follower number 954. And Ned Named is another follower after that. He's number 955. Thank you both for your follows on the channel. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, now I don't need to make any changes here, so I move on. And, oops, hang on. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry up and get me done. Another follow? Kazken15, thank you for your follow. Your follower number 956, inching up closer to our next follower goal of 960. Thank you, all of you. Okay. Okay, here's where I have to do one little change, and that's checkbox the bottom one because it automatically chooses the top one, which I want both bottom and top. So we move on to the next screen, no changes, next screen, no changes, next screen. Here's where I go to save my game. So I have to make a name for my game, and I choose to do it with a year, month, date, and a time. 2023-0409 is the date, and the time is approximately 4:51 p.m. So I'm using that as the name of my game that it will save as. And I'm going to save it once a virtual month, okay? The reason I save it once a virtual month is it's like an insurance policy where I'm buying myself some coverage in case my computer goes down or something, which it has done before in the middle of one of these challenges, and I wasted all the time that I had in it. Here's where I go to choose my team. I'm choosing the New York Yankees. I've already chosen the era and the year. It's 1927. I'm choosing the Yankees. Now we're ready to go. Now it's got some background stuff that it has to do here. And my main interest here, even though this uses the base game as its engine for driving this historical simulation, my only interest, since I don't play the base game, my only interest here is in earning a pack, okay, which I can do once every 72 hours per account. So if you have bought an OOTP license and you have 3 accounts, that means you have 3 teams. You can go to each one of them and earn a pack every 72 hours by doing this, okay? Now, the first time I hit this continue button, I have to configure it. So I have to come down here and configure it, uncheck everything, uncheck it all. And in order to make the game go quickest, I have to change this top drop down to 1 week. So it simulates an entire week at a time when I hit the continue button. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to hit this autoplay until next game, this time and this time only, because it greases the skids a little bit and gets me to the game a little bit quicker. The next thing you'll see is a pause where it's about ready to start regular season play. This will be opening day as a notification for lack of anything else. Okay? And there will be, over the course of the season, there will be several things that appear in the middle of the screen. Most of them will be achievements that happen over a week's time, and sometimes there will be a personal message that goes to the manager of the team, okay? Now I forgot to mention too, back there on the screen where I had to put in a game name where I use year, month, day, and the time, and choose to save it once a virtual month, I was also able to do a manager name, but it remembered the manager name I've been using from the past. And it's my tribute to my favorite Reds manager, Sparky Anderson. Old Sparky Anderson, my Sparky Anderson's pappy, is the manager of these 1927 Yankees. Okay, so old Sparky is the manager, and we're ready to start playing baseball. Let's go, hit the continue button, and let's do this thing. Okay, the first week of all of Major League Baseball has just taken place. Okay, and there's 2 achievements. You have to click through that. We have no notification inside the challenge that tells me when I've won a pack. Whenever they get that added as a feature to the game, there will be an irregular rectangle that comes out over the top of the achievement screen and underneath the bottom of the achievement screen that tells you that you have won a pack. But until that becomes part of the game, we have to do it the way I'm doing it now and play through the entire season, including all of the postseason stuff with these 1927 Yankees. Okay, so I'm getting achievements right and left, and I'm going to click through all of this stuff. Okay, I'm going to click through all of it. I'm not paying attention to the messages. There was no achievement that week. Each one of these is a week. Because if you keep track up here, you'll see that we're at the end of May already. Okay, that's how fast we're moving. End of the season is right around the 1st of October. Okay, nothing new that week. But the Yankees have built up a little bit of a lead in the American League. The playoff structure is very, very easy back in 1927. It only consists of the winner of the American League playing the winner of the National League in the World Series, and that is it. No other playoffs are necessary or whatever. Something to click through there. No achievements yet. Ooh, the Yankees are now in second place. Ooh, not good. Not good. The Philadelphia Athletics, you usually give them the hardest time. The real-life 1927 Yankees won, I believe it was 110 games and lost only 42, something like that. Okay. So there's an extra base hit streak, another achievement. Now, there's one achievement that you can count on happening during the 1927 Yankees simulation. You will see Babe Ruth's 400th career home run pass under your eyeballs as an achievement. Okay, there's an on the roll. They got a winning streak of 8 games. Let's keep going, baby. They've gotten themselves back into the lead. Okay, no achievements that week, and we're now in the month of August already. Okay, nothing that week. Keep going. Building up a lead. Oh, look at, there's a run streak for Lou Gehrig. Building up a huge lead now in the American League. Okay. And there, okay, I don't see Babe Ruth's 400th home run yet. We're now in the month of September. Okay, there's an on-base streak from Babe Ruth. He doesn't have his 400th home run yet, but it will be coming up here shortly. There it is. Babe Ruth has hit career home run number 400. So any one of these achievements can trigger a pack being won for you once every 72 hours. But since they don't have the achievement, the notification of the pack being won inside of this challenge, we have to complete a year's worth of simulation, including the postseason awards, because you can also get a bunch of achievements there too. And then we have to jump out of there. We made it to the World Series. Okay, little 1 week interruption in the World Series, and we lost the World Series 4-2 to the St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, so we have to do the postseason junk here. Okay, there's a couple more achievements. Owner goals complete. I got a good end of the year score. Now, here's the point where I stop. The World Series is now done. Here's where I have to fast forward to December 4th of 1927. Because look at all the postseason awards that get voted on before December 4th. So I'm going to fast forward to December 4th and see if we can get some more achievements. We normally do, because these achievements are based on not the entirety of Major League Baseball. They are based on the American League. So Lou Gehrig was the MVP. Through my extreme mouse clicking skills, I was manager of the year. Okay, Lou Gehrig got a great bat, and Tony Lazzeri got a great glove. So there's 4 achievements to finish things out. Now, there's my manager name right there, Old Sparky Anderson. So we have to come out of here and go to the start screen, and go straight to Perfect Team, and I'm going to check out my transaction history. And it will tell me whether or not I have won a pack. And if I haven't won a pack, I have to go back and rinse and repeat the whole thing. So under the Market tab, go to Transaction History, and what does it say? Got a pack from Challenge Mode. I won a standard pack. Last week, on this, it was on the same day of the week, but it wasn't on stream. I was able to get a gold pack, because every so often, if the random number generator is feeling generous enough, it doesn't give you just a standard pack. It will give you a gold pack. So that's one of those are the 2 possibilities of things that you can win once every 72 hours, and it's 1 pack every 72 hours. So, and the way that I do it is I do it on Sundays, and then again midweek, like Wednesday afternoon to Thursday morning. Okay, and then here I am back again on Sunday Just rinse and repeat the whole thing. Okay, so that sim is coming in, and while that sim is coming in, I'm going to get us set up for a giveaway, folks. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away. Yes, you do. Yes, you do accept the challenge mode, or else it doesn't let you in. Okay, you do have to accept it. Okay, wait. How do I do it? How do I do it? If you're on the OOTP main screen, it's historical game. Do a new historical game over in the middle of the left-hand column of the start screen. Okay? Okay? Yes, you do start with accepting the challenge mode. Yep. Okay? There you go. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody's in there. Okay? Okay? Okay, everybody in there was talking around. Okay. Could you tell beginners how many players is good in positions and rosters? Okay. Like how many starting pitchers? I generally go 5 starters and 8 relievers, 10 or 12 pitchers total, 2 catchers. You need a minimum of 2 catchers, and I'd say a couple of first basemen as well. And you need to have backups at every position. So look for versatility amongst your cards, that you can get every position covered with a starter and a backup. Okay? Every single position, including DH, needs to have a starter and a backup. Okay? Okay. Okay. 13 pitchers is a standard for 5 and 8, and more than 2 player positions as anyone is a general rule. Just make sure you have backups around the diamond. Exactly. Exactly. That's great. Great advice there. It's exactly what I would do. And Schnee 6464, it's, if I back up a little bit and go back to the screen that's got the game in it, if I'm here, I'm on the start screen back here. You do the historical challenge right here with new historical game. I play as the 1927 New York Yankees. You have to choose an era. You have to choose a year. So at the beginning, after you get your era and your year chosen, then you've got that going for you. And if you get stuck with something, please go to this particular stream, because it's going to be a video on demand about an hour after the stream is done. And you can watch it again and pause it as much as you need to while you're doing it on your own screen. Okay? That's the best advice that I can give you, and while still trying to make time for a giveaway, is to go ahead and have you do that. Okay? Instead of me explaining everything again, go to the video on demand, and you'll get a chance to see it in real time and pause it as you need to. Okay? Now back to the screen. We're going to give away 25 standard packs to some lucky winner today. We're up to 113 people in chat right now. And you're going to need to look in this upper left-hand corner up here of the screen. It's over my right shoulder, but it's your upper left as you're looking at it. The giveaway is going to start up here. And what you need to do is either exclamation point ticket or exclamation point enter. Now, for Brent3232, I've got to watch where you go to do that, buddy, so I can make sure that your entry goes through. Okay? I've got to watch it, and I'll try to manually push your entry through. For Brent3232, if you happen to enter the giveaway, I'll be watching for you, buddy. So I've got to watch out for him. He gets special treatment because he's not allowed on everybody's channel for whatever reason, which I won't get into at this particular point. But we have something called a shared ban thing here. I allowed him back into my channel, but the shared ban thing still exists, and Twitch kind of jumps in there and says you can't even enter a contest if you are on the shared ban list. So you can only do it once per login. Okay, you can do it once every 72 hours per account login. Yes, you can. GT Sundown. That's it. Okay. Okay. A quick way to auto. I don't understand the content, I think. I always do the 27 Yanks. Yes. I always do the 27 Yanks because they pump out achievements like none other. Okay. Now, a photo pack. Do I do a photo pack mod with historical games? There is a modification out there for if I wanted to play the games out, I could, which is another mode of historical that I do. There is another, I don't play historical games usually, but sometimes I'll do an historical simulation, a historical World Series, like say between the 1927 Yankees and the 1976 Reds. Okay, that's one that we've done several times before, and we play out a game or two or three. And I try to have good face gen in there. There are face gens that exist for extra historical stuff. And I don't know if the Perfect Team 24 face gen is out there to be had yet to have historical, accurate face gens for the in standard or the in base game faces. Okay, I can't really tell you that for sure. I've seen Lou Gehrig with a goatee. I've seen Babe Ruth with a mustache. Looks weird as hell until I got the other face gens in there. Okay, where is it? Okay, so can you win a card? No, it's only a pack that you can win in an historic. And in today's giveaway, it's 25 standard packs. Okay, so let me see here. Want to make sure that I can get you in there. Okay, and we're going to refresh it. Okay. Alrighty, and alrighty. Okay, that's okay. Schnee says his won't let you autoplay. Okay. You cannot autoplay in challenge mode. There you go. There you go. You play your continue button until you configure it, and then you go by week instead of by day. And then once you get to the end of the World Series, then you can go to the play button and fast forward to December 4th. Okay, you cannot autoplay in challenge mode. Okay, that's very good advice that's going out there. Okay, we're getting ready to start the giveaway, and like I said, you're going to be seeing it in the upper left-hand corner of the screen here. You'll see it starting, and two different ways to enter: exclamation point enter or exclamation point ticket. Okay, either one will get you in there, and you don't want to put a number after it. You don't want to do both commands either. It's exclamation point enter and that's it, or exclamation point ticket and that's it. If you do what Stream Elements tells you to put a number after the command, don't do it. It'll kick you out of the contest. So we're getting ready to start the giveaway. So be ready. And I'm going to copy this over, and we are about ready to start this thing. Let's go ahead and remember exclamation point enter, exclamation point ticket, and you'll see it starting right over my shoulder as I click this button right now. And you go to it and you see it happening. We're going to let it run for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes from now, exclamation point ticket, exclamation point enter. Okay? 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 Okay, I'm seeing some new folks in there. And I'm watching for Brent3232 to come along. To see if there's anything that I can do to allow that ticket to go through. Okay, I think we did, Brent. Hang on a second. Let me take a quick look. Yes, I see you in there. You made it. You made it. We have 21 people in there. And we have just about another minute to go. That's telling me that I have an ad break coming up, but I hit the timer by habit. I'm not doing an ad break right now in the middle of a giveaway. We have 23 entries. We have 23 entries and about 45 seconds left from now. "30 seconds. Only 23 entries. 114 people in chat, and we only have 23 entries. KK Fitz just got in. He's number 24. And we're down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The giveaway is closed. The giveaway is closed, and just barely in under the wire, Nico Dave, Nicho Dave there. He got in just under the wire. He is one of the 25 people that we have in the giveaway, and we're getting ready to draw us a winner. And the winner of 25 standard packs is going to be... Build the suspense a little bit. And the winner is... Ned Named. Congratulations to Ned Named. You have just won 25 standard packs courtesy of Out of the Park Developments. Okay, now, Ned Named, I'm going to be putting something into the Twitch chat. Something called a whisper. It's the Twitch equivalent of a personal message, okay? I need to get from you the name of the Perfect Team account that you log into that you want to have your 25 packs credited to, okay? So Ned Named, be watching for a purple bar at the bottom. I'm going to do a whisper to you, and you'll see me asking for your OOTP manager, your login name. And I'm going to be asking for correct capitalization. Okay? Okay. Oh, okay, now you found it? Your account is the same as that, okay? Bear with me a second. I'm going to go back to OOTP and verify that, okay? Because I need to verify every one of the accounts that wins. That way the folks at OOTP know that I'm giving them a good name. Okay? So bear with me a second. We're going to verify this baby. And we will get those 25 standard packs out to you as much or as quickly as possible. Okay, bear with me. And yes, exactly as you described it there, Ned Named. Thank you, and congratulations. You are in entry pool this week. This is a brand new player, folks. So please make sure to welcome Ned Named to the community, to the game. We're tickled to see a newbie win a set of standard packs, 25 of those babies, straight from Out of the Park Development. So we're going to make sure, Ned Named, that you get those either sometime tonight or sometime tomorrow, depending on whenever my helpers at OOTP see the message that I'm passing through to them. So thanks everybody for coming in and spending time on the giveaway, and we're going to be looking for somebody to raid here very, very shortly. And I think it's going to probably be an EVC and NYC. So bear with me a second, because I think, and it's dangerous for me to think at my age, we're going to be looking to see if EVC and NYC 2 is out there. I'm kind of hoping that he is. I don't see anything yet. Let me take a look this way. Let me look for here. Let's see if EVC is out there. And if he isn't, he is not out there, I'm afraid. But I see somebody who is out there. And if you don't have all of your drops in yet, I can send you to this good gentleman, because I got my drops today off of him. He's been on all day long. And that's Tranquil Hill Farms. We're going to be sending you to Tranquil Hill Farms very, very shortly. So hang on, please, while we get this ready and set up to go. And we'll get ready to do our sign off here in just a little short when I get ready to get this raid cooking. Okay. Oh my, I can't spell. There we go. Still can't spell. Now let me take a look. Make sure I got it right. I think I got it right. Okay, so we're going to send you off to Tranquil Hill. You'll see the raid starting to happen in chat. And anyway, we're thanking everybody for coming out and spending time with the old fart today. We always appreciate it whenever you come and keep me company for a good little period of time. So it's going to be Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. So have a great rest of your Easter Sunday, everybody, and we'll catch up with you next time around, which should be Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm getting ready to go hit the kitchen, fry me up some tilapia in the cast iron pan. So you guys take care and give Tranquil Hill Farms, all the Gorgo love that you can. And in the meantime, take care and bye-bye. Okay? See ya.